8:58 p.m. Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. Episode number 859 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan Larroquette. This is Seth Romatelli. Hello, Seth.
So good to see you again.
Very good to see you. Welcome back.
You never looked better? Is that possible? Well, that could be true. You
Well,
never looked better.
A year in the desert, you know,
Fresh air.
hydrating, fresh air, lots of sun, mountain
Good
air.
sun.
And then also
hiking.
just distance makes the heart grow fonder. Maybe you just haven't seen this area in a while. And you're like, God damn it, I forgot.
The eyes are almost enough, but I need it all.
Yeah.
And I'm getting it all.
Our first show's back without masks in over a year, and we are thrilled about it, actually. It feels...
Liberating.
It feels as good, if not better, than I imagined it would.
Feels better. I was so nervous.
It's
Sitting in the window waiting for you to pull up.
Will I recognize him?
Fucking first date. I can't eat.
Will I even recognize him?
Oh my God, I know that's his car. That's his walk. It's his gate.
That's his gate. I know that's his gate.
Ask Marilyn. Marilyn
Voss?
Voss Savant. When a tornado is approaching, would taking shelter inside a vehicle in a garage attached to a permanent structure, not a mobile home, be a good choice when no basement is available? So I guess the basement is the basement the best.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
No. I think it's a no.
Garage doors are likely the weakest walls in any building.
Mm-hmm.
And once they are
You're supposed
breached...
to go in the tub,
Oh, really?
maybe? Because the tub, you got a little bit of a perimeter around you.
Get in the
She
tub.
doesn't tell you?
No, she just says that...
Not the garage.
Just don't get in the fucking... Once that's breached, the vehicle can easily
Just
be
gets
picked
spun.
up and tossed around.
Yeah, so you're just a
In a
fucking...
Kia fucking Sorrento, just like...
Yeah. Going down the street.
So, good to know.
Safest place to hide in a tornado when there is no basement.
No tub available.
That's no. In a house with no basement, a dorm or an apartment, avoid windows. Go to the lowest floor,
Okay.
small center room like a bathroom or closet, or under a stairwell or an interior hallway with no windows. Crouch as low as possible to the floor, facing down, and cover your head. Is it safe to hide in a bathtub during a tornado? Taking cover under sturdy furniture or in a bathtub or closet under a mattress will be meaningless in a mobile home if the home itself is destroyed. Get out of that mobile home as quickly as possible. That's not what I asked.
They mean that in general. Get out of that mobile home as fast as possible.
Work
What a
work
car.
harder.
No one's ever been picked up in a car and like brought out in the world. Is that a real thing and lived to tell the tale?
What, the car picked up, the tornado picked up my car and
Pick me and my family up in the car.
It happens
It happens like to Kias all
every
the time.
day.
Number one, look up number one make and model
to get
like
picked up by tornado.
tornado. We
Can
did
you imagine?
so bad. I watched Frank Baum, the guy that wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Watched an American Masters about him. And so then Wizard of Oz was on TCM. So, I'm always taping movies on fucking TCM. And then I'm like, I just wanted to watch, I kind of want to just watch a little bit of it because from this doc, and I don't remember the last time I saw that. And then Samantha came in and then she was like
Dark Side?
yeah. So I'm like, let's do it.
It works for about 10 minutes.
We looked up
minutes.
all like the similarities, and then we like, which is it, the first war or the third war, and then like looked up how it started, and then it wasn't that good. It wasn't as good as I remember. Like doing it at North Beechwood, like I think it was in '95 was the first time somebody. So I must have done it like it must have been so fresh when I did it, like the Pam and Tommy tape that we got like from the Jackass crew, and it was like no one had seen it. Like we were like early adopters on that, and I think it blew. Plus, when you're dumb and you're like high, and you're
Well, I was just gonna
when
say,
you're
were
50
you on-
and sober, and
Were
you're
you
like
on psychedelics?
probably not, probably just weed and being like, this is crazy. And then I had the list of all like, and this guy I found the one for the biggest crazy person who was like finding things that were, when we were watching, they were like, that was not really but he was like, but yeah, yes, it was. Really bad.
And so the theory behind it, which we know is not true now, was that they wrote Dark Side of the Moon while tripping on acid and watching Alice in Wonderland? Wizard of Oz?
I didn't even know if that like...
I mean, that was the way I heard it when I was a teenager. It was like, no, like, it works because they had it on.
It works because it is. But then I was like, somebody did like Paul Blart 2, like a podcast was like, you can do it with Paul Blart 2. And I'm like, well, could they have known?
That they did know.
They did know. Because I think Kevin James and David Gilmour are still best friends.
Shot for shot.
Yeah, but when they get like turns to money and like that's when she opens up the door and it goes to color and like I guess money's green, like yeah, but like everything's a color except these things are black and white. So I guess
Welcome to the Machine. Is that? I mean, it must not like
it doesn't at all. Like when you're 50 and sober and doing it like,
you're like this
on Vimeo, listening to the full album on Vimeo while we're just like let's just do 20 minutes of it until we get no, it didn't work.
Even for Samantha, who like was like getting to like smoke weed.
Yeah, it was like sitting like grinding, like no. It's more of us reminiscing maybe about the first time, like
Yeah,
very fun. Can I tell you what they're saying about Bosch spinoff on IMDb television? Jonathan, it's such a great universe built by the Michael Connelly book series. There's lots of places we can go.
Who's saying this?
I believe Eric Overmyer. Well,
who's also making the spinoff?
Yeah, I just have to say, for me, I just say Eric. And you're like, yeah.
Oh, you
mean EO? Captain EO? Yeah, I'm in. While people love Harry Bosch, the title character, yeah, we know that. Yeah. Oh, you mean Harry Hieronymus Bosch, the title character. There's a lot of places we can go. If you've read the books, there's a lot that he does that you haven't seen in the first 7 seasons of Bosch. Our challenge is how do we delight the fans that got behind the hashtag Save Bosch movement when they thought it was ending? Me.
When did that happen?
Oh, look, people have been like going crazy. Like, what are you doing? Like hashtag Save Bosch. I got it tattooed like
6 months
on my back. Like,
no, but is this recently?
Yeah.
When they heard about the spinoff,
yes,
or they just announced the final season?
This summer will be the last.
Got it.
And also open up the tent a bit and invite more people to the party.
Like Jonathan.
Yeah, your lady.
New adopters.
Yo, come to the party. RSVP, you're in. We think we've got a plan to do that. You guys hear about that party? Yeah, it goes to like
Mimi's house.
Question mark. Yeah, it's at Honey's house. You into the party? Open it up.
So,
open the tent up.
Let me ask you this.
Ask me anything you'd like.
Do you know about any of the chronology of the show that we've watched up until now and how it coincides with the books and what books?
I'm pretty sure that I don't think they've done
jumped
that
around.
Yeah, that they've,
because I know that the books also take place earlier than they take place within the show.
Yeah,
like there's some of them are like 90s, early 2000s, and they've kind of like
and they've taken pieces. I think they've actually done a couple books for. Yeah, I don't know how that lines up. Okay. I mean, we definitely have time to sit down and read all, probably 19 books.
Well, does Titus read the books
on tape? If he reads the books, it's over.
Audio.
You and I just like driving to Boston, like
just to listen.
Just to listen.
Just turning around and coming
right back, doing every book.
I mean, it's a very good series. I have to say, for whatever reason.
Yeah. You're talking to me now.
There's more people that are hitting me up that are like, for some reason, by me being
now they got a ticket to the party.
Here's what I think it is. I don't think it's because I signed off on it. I think it's because by me signing off on it, it's you and I both.
So then it's just,
and people are like, okay, well I have to watch this.
What am I doing here?
What am I? I must
just him. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, who in the fuck knows? He's got.
But
if it's both of them,
it's amazing. I've been talking
like
about
homies are hitting me and are like, I just watched the first episode. Like I'm hooked. But also, the fact that it only takes one episode and you're like, oh, I'm fully in. And so why that might like, how hard is like, I don't know. Like there's no. You don't have to like, oh, just ride it out. Like it's just like no. Just get through the first episode. And you're done. Like you're done. So I don't know.
I'm glad to know that. I've been yelling, tattooing things on my body, hashtags
All
for
it takes
years.
is me to be
Nothing.
like,
Nothing's
"I
like,
should check out.
yeah, I watched the episode. It's great. Watch it. Everyone's like, I love you and I love it. Let's talk about it.
So no garages during a tornado.
You just are telling me that people have
Spun around
in a
high
car
in the sky.
and then
Landed elsewhere.
safely, or
Sometimes not. Sometimes into jagged rocks.
okay.
Hand washing is shaping communities of bacteria that live and grow in the plumbing of domestic sinks.
That makes sense.
I don't know. In the largest study of sink bacteria conducted outside of hospitals, scientists have discovered communities of similar bacteria that largely remain down our drains after hand washing.
Well, it's got to go somewhere, right?
I would like it to just dissipate and then go back into the atmosphere, sort of. I don't like it being
There,
communities,
watching
collections,
you.
looking at you.
Yeah, I was on your hand. I'm just down here.
Now I'm staring at
I
you.
still see you.
From down here.
I see other one of my friends. They're coming down to join me.
We hope our
Strengthen
findings
me.
will remind people that the bacterial on your hands often stays alive and is capable of growing even after it's been washed off. Even in the presence of soap and warm water, it is possible to spread bacteria to the surrounding areas of your sink where the bacteria can grow and persist. Reducing transmission of bacteria requires thorough disinfection of sinks and surrounding areas, not just getting your hands wet.
This is great. This is good. Everyone should keep a Lysol right there after every hand wash.
Where?
On the sink,
On the
basin,
rim of the sink and right
down,
into the drain.
I take a wrench. I get right under there. Up and down.
Up and down.
Boom and boom after every hand wash. You looking at me now? We're your friends now, fuck. But it makes sense. Where does it go? It's off of you, so you're like
Out
it's
of
like
sight, out of
pimple
mind.
popper. It's gone. Look at me. but
Where did it
go?
go? Oh, it went all over
She
this.
put in a
this
gauze, but where'd
surface.
that go? Gauze went in the trash. Where's the trash go? Should be a special landfill for just
Pimples.
pimples.
Pimple pops.
Pimple pops. Landfill.
There's a pus landfill.
Sick landfill.
The outer, the ring around, the sink.
The whole
it's not a good-
rigmarole
yeah.
should get a
Yeah.
healthy spray.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
mean, the bathroom itself is just fucking filled with. It's just gross.
So many things.
Everything about it is disgusting.
But it's also, you do a lot of things there,
That are disgusting.
but also that are in that.
Like eat. Like
Well, I mean,
bring your food in there.
You brush your teeth, you go to the toilet, you shower, but it's like, wait, these are all things that like
That are
expose
Disgusting.
me to like, and my orifices are more open during these times.
Burn 'em all
in the
down.
dirtiest place.
Burn your bathroom down.
I think their toilet area should be a totally separate,
like an
not
outhouse.
like a shitter, like a fully separate room,
Yeah, outside of your house.
an outhouse.
An outhouse. But glamped outhouse. You shouldn't do any of that stuff where
In
you
a place
live,
where
your kids are.
Or put,
My
or
wife
you
and
put on
kids are there.
makeup or take a shower or trim your beard.
This is where I talk to my kids about the birds and the bees. This is where we have that heart to heart. I can't do that here. Yeah, it should be a separate entity that you drive to. It shouldn't even be on the property.
That's a good
It should
idea.
be like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Gotta piss. We'll get in
like
the car.
15
it's
minutes
2 miles
away.
away. Like,
It's a 15-minute drive.
get a
from
lockbox, put the code in. It's
here.
disgusting.
Everyone gets their own.
It's disgusting. A friend of the show, Scott Michaels, he was a friend of the show, a friend of Los Angeles. He ran Dearly Departed Tours and Artifact Museum. He's did we did my Helter Skelter, my Manson family tour.
Yeah.
I got right up in that van with Scott,
Just the two of you.
just the two of us. I mean, this guy, I mean, he knows Hollywood. He's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's in the credits as a special thanks. I mean, he's got his his museum that had opened when he was on across from the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. They had the 1966 Buick Electra that Jane Mansfield was killed in. He's got the car right there, with the news footage from the accident. He's got some random things. Rock Hudson's deathbed. I mean, why wouldn't you have that? He's got a tile from Brian Jones from the pool Rolling Stones that he died in. Bric-a-brac, if you will. Simple bric-a-brac. A real Hollywood company and museum, right in the heart of Hollywood. Well, due to events, the pandemic and COVID, he's down in the desert. So I'd hook the two of you up. They shut it down. It's over. This real part that he's been doing these tours in a couple decades here. I think it was a big loss. That's how I felt for kind of guy you don't want to lose these kind of guys in Hollywood. So I'm driving by there this week, and it hasn't for a few months. It's just been not that, but something's going to move in there, right? Progress. That's what they say, right? Stars in the ceiling. Stars in the ceiling. What the fuck is that? Well, it's an automotive customization shop that puts stars and constellations on the inside of your car that can not only change color, but they'll pulse with your dope music. And it's really fancy cars, and people bringing them in there. And, wow.
So have you spoken to him since?
Wow,
what has he
no.
done with the stuff?
Storage, and a lot of it, because he had
So
a
he's
lot.
not going to open a museum down in the desert? 'Cause you probably get good square footage, good price.
All we
per
got is
square
his
footage.
YouTube is unboxing vids, his fantastic unboxing vids
Of what?
of all the memorabilia he purchases. Takes out that Leatherman, cracks it open, and he takes us on a journey. That's all we got now.
Should I go down to just check? Should I do a welfare check?
I think
maybe?
you should. I think I should hook you guys up, him and his man, and get the three of you out doing some fucking desert work. So you took a guy who's for 2 decades been doing death tours and Manson, and has a Hollywood and artifact museum, which is kind of good thing to have in Hollywood. And you replace that with a custom automotive shop that puts different constellations on the roof of your Rolls Royce inside of it.
You can watch them.
So you can watch it and put in the music and the boom, 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 boom. So that's what's up.
Progress.
So we are okay, and the dome is closed. Okay, so things are really working in the right direction. So you had this, and you replaced it with this. So we're doing okay. You're okay. Hey Scott, you know what your place is now? It's called Stars and They're in the Ceiling, because they put the stars in the ceiling. Look.
I thought it was going to be maybe more of a planetarium type thing.
I thought
Like,
stars.
oh, okay, that's.
I see the word stars.
At least
that
it's
don't,
educational.
No. The word stars means one thing.
Celebrities. In the ceiling.
They're in the ceiling? Awesome. So what? It's some sort of a pod you lay in, and holograms of your favorite celebrities appear doing things? Awesome. Is that Channing Tatum juggling? Yes.
In the ceiling.
He's in the ceiling. He's a star. No. So
it's a catchy name, though, Stars in the Ceiling.
Yeah,
for
bum me out.
Putting stars in the
we
ceiling.
drove by, I was excited. So that's kind of got me bummed, thinking.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
I mean, what? It's all going to go, right?
Everything good and everything that's sort
but
of
also
woven
everything
into
Hollywood. The only thing that's going to be able to stay open is Quentin Tarantino's shitty theater, because he can just keep it going. But you're talking about little memorabilia museums, those are out. Major cinemas out. It's not going to look. It's Hollywood is it's not a thing.
So it's just like Chipotle, and
I mean it will be just all high rises, and won't it be just condos and shit soon? There's nothing.
Well, I mean, if
there's nothing to keep us there, and there's nothing to bring the tourists there anymore, so what's going to be there? It's just going to be gone, right?
I guess
it'll all be gone.
It's all gone.
I'm trying to think of what is a tourist attraction that no longer remotely is what it is that you're going
approximating
there. Yeah, like Rome, it's will it be well, this is where Hollywood used to be. And so there's still Hollywood gift shops, because you can buy pictures of the
get your name on a license plate.
Right. But there's no thing, you don't get to go to the wax museum though, because
that's closed.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Like Ripley's Believe It or Not and all this shitty shit is gone.
Okay.
It has to be, right?
It's all gone.
Well, I mean, is it gonna make it through this and then through whatever we're going into? You can't keep movie theaters open. You can't keep Ripley's open, can you?
No, you can't keep
There's
that
no way
open.
that's financially viable.
No.
If movie theaters aren't open,
Dog.
then what can you keep open in Hollywood? Like, what in Hollywood stays open? Just bars
You like bacon hot dog carts?
and bars.
Let me take you to the bacon hot dog cart that I met your mom at. Come on.
I mean,
I don't know.
it seems to me every time I come here,
Stars are in the
that
ceiling, dog.
I'm like, this is this city is ripe for like a heavy like awakening or like reckoning or like
Oh, shit.
transformation.
Like a rude?
Like something is going.
Is this
like
going to be a
like
rude
rapture,
reckoning?
like a
rapture. Rude rapture.
Hollywood, Los Angeles,
Hollywood's
is LA's rude
rude
rapture.
rapture.
No, but honestly,
Dog.
I don't know what. I don't see how this can stay how it is. And there's never been a time in my life where I would have
So
said
what happens
that.
when someone comes and they go to where Dearly Departed is, and they say, "Hey, we want to take the tour you give her. You bring
Nobody's-
all the death."
Nobody's done that. You're
no
the
one's
only
done-
one that
maybe
did that
that's shit.
for 15 years
So there's
prior
a
to
tour
this.
that brings you to all the places that it's sort of like crazy things happen, and they're like, "Come on in here, sit in this Maybach, look up."
That's Orion's belt.
That's what we are now.
That's Ursa Major.
Welcome.
I don't know. Prop houses all closed.
Oh, gone, done.
I mean, all the pawn shops gone. All the fucking, everything's done. It's just Erewhon and fucking,
Erewhon Chipotle.
and then like
you're rich, you're
crazy
Erewhon.
juggalo homeless encampments. I mean, there's that's it. It's like it's gonna be like you got like upper LA and lower LA, but that actually means like an elevation thing. Like you've got like
Okay.
all the
The Erewhon's up on the hills.
all the riches
Okay.
people like float around upstairs, and then there's like the
hover-
ocean
like
of
sort of like
like
drone hoverboards. Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's just gonna like it's gonna split
Incredible drones with constellation stars. And
in the
then
ceiling.
Me down here, like walking around to all old places.
Trying to avoid getting like
Yeah.
eaten alive.
Yeah, like
by
attacked,
other-
like
by
sitting
other
in
human
sitting in a red
beings.
light, it's being attacked people. Sweet.
I don't know.
It's tough.
What do you got? I got something.
What do you got?
When the research vessel Sally Ride set sail for Santa Catalina Island to map an underwater graveyard of DDT waste barrels, its crew had very high hopes of documenting for the first time just how many corroded containers littered the seafloor off the coast of Los Angeles.
Okay.
But as the scientists on deck began interpreting sonar images gathered by two deep-sea robots, they were quickly overwhelmed. It was like trying to count stars in the Milky Way. The dump site, it turned out, was much, much bigger
It's in the ocean, in the
than
water.
they expected. After spending 2 weeks surveying a swath of seafloor larger than the city of San Francisco, the scientists could find no end to this dumping ground. They could have kept going in any direction, they said, and uncovered even more. I was pretty shocked that it just kept extending as far as it did, said Eric Terrell of UC San Diego's Scripps Institution of Oceanography. 31 scientists of who led the mission of 31 scientists and crew members. We couldn't keep up with the flow of data coming in. Now, once hailed as a wonder pesticide, DDT saved crops and combated malaria across the world.
Sounds good.
The U.S. banned its use in 1972,
Sounds bad.
but the chemical dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane is so stable that it continues to poison the environment and move up the food chain. Significant amounts of DDT-related compounds are still accumulating today in the Southern California dolphins. And a recent study linked the presence of these chemicals to an aggressive cancer in sea lions. Now, for decades, the nation's largest DDT maker operated its plant on the border of Los Angeles and Torrance. A $140 million Superfund battle in the 1990s exposed the company's disposal of toxic waste through sewage pipes that poured into the sea.
Just throw it down there. Where do we put it? Well, let's put it in the water right there.
Now, records show that numerous companies had dumped industrial waste in this area for decades, beginning in the 1930s. 30s.
Not a big deal, about 90 years.
Now, let me just get this straight.
Yep.
They found a field that was larger than San Francisco
City of San Francisco?
DDT
Barrels.
barrels.
Hundreds of thousands of barrels.
That's like...
Let's go fishing. You hungry?
Fuck, man, that's not good.
Why? It's only 90 years. Dog, it's DDT. It's good. It's stable. It's a good, stable compound. It's got a big, long name. You know, the longer the name, the harder to pronounce, the better it is for
The
you.
more stable the compound.
You know, like broccoli. You know how it is.
Now, can this company not be held responsible?
And
like,
what is held responsible? Bad.
no, like you have to go get them.
Go get them. I can't. It's the size of San Francisco and there's 400,000 barrels. You go get them. Fuck off. Out. I mean, fucked.
But dude, we're talking about something that happened. Like we're dealing with all the shit that's happened between now and then, and we're only now trying to like wrap our heads around this. And this was like 100 years ago.
Yeah, they've been doing it since like the 30s. Like dun, 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 dun. Where do we put it? Ah! Right there.
Chuck it.
What do you mean? Put it in the water. Where the fuck are we gonna put it? Put it in there. We're all gonna be dead. What? 2021? What? 2021 we'll be on Mars by then. No, we won't. No, we won't.
No, we didn't.
Be basically the same as then.
No, we didn't.
Basically the same as then as you. Almost the same as you. We're a little bit taller. That's all. In general, on average, we're half an inch taller. Females and males. Other than that, it's all the same.
Basically exactly
Wear the same
the same.
clothes.
Drink the same
Say
shit.
the same slang. Eat the same food. Although maybe, no, that's the problem. Everything generationally has been pretty much the same, except for the last 25 years, which are so light years different from everything that's ever happened before.
So
that's why old
bull-
people are having trouble, and because it's like,
But isn't the idea that then if
like
everything can change so dramatically, then can the
like 1972 was the same as like 1992.
yeah? But does that mean that you can take 100 years of damage and figure out how to fix it in 20 years?
No.
Why not? Why doesn't it work that way? If everything else can change so rapidly, why can't we?
Because the damage that was done is so astronomically bad that to view it from the lens of knowledge we have now is like, oh my God. Like if you had a thimble of DDT and poured it on a school playground, you'd get 75 years in prison. They dumped 400,000 barrels of it in the ocean to dance music.
It's an
old-timey dance
big band.
music. So it's
hold on. Make sure I didn't break our computer here.
So yeah, so there's not. It's like
so
because generation.
So you're saying no, we can't fix it.
No, Greta.
But why not? Like everything else, like we're so smart and like make so many crazy things. I mean, like we cured a fucking disease in like a year, like a crazy thing we now get like vaccinated for.
Yeah.
That used to take like 50 years.
I know, but we'll get another one. So
we'll just be too busy trying to just deal with that. But we're not going to be able to move backwards and like.
Oh no, we can't. We can't fix that.
Can't fix the DDT.
We got to fix.
We got to deal with whatever we're
going
looking
on now.
at. Right.
We have HGZ, and HGZ is really bad, and it's in Pepsi. Yeah, they found out.
We've been drinking it.
They found out in September 2021. HGZ is the chemical in Pepsi. Shit. It was in July of 2015 when we were reading Catherine Schultz's piece in the New Yorker called "The Really Big One" about the upcoming earthquake up in the PNW, Cascadia. You know,
Yeah, the subduction zone.
you know it. Cascadia megaquake would be the worst natural disaster in the history of mankind. That's basically what Kath told us. So that was in 2015. The last time they had this earthquake was 1700 was the last they figured it out because they're good like that.
Well, the Japanese are good like that.
Yeah, but
I think
we
we owe it to-
started here and got to.
But I'm saying we owe it to the Japanese
they
record
were
keeping
like-
that we're able to figure it out. I think.
Well, new
because
study.
they keep crazy tsunami records from like going back to like 400 BC or some
Amazing.
shit, and so that's what they used, and they were able to triangulate the time that one was hit with what time the earthquake actually occurred out here, because they timed how long it would take the
Waves and
tsunami
shit.
to. I was like, this is crazy.
Stop it.
Crazy. Anyway.
A new study by the Department of Natural Resources Washington Geological Survey echoes this sentiment from, what's that, 16, 17, 18,
They don't like to talk about it up there that much.
Oh, they hate to talk about it.
Well, because there's like,
Oh, if you mention that to them,
because there's
slap
like
your face.
5,000 like grade schools like along the
Yeah,
like
it's
border,
it's only grade schools, nursing homes and grade schools,
all the way up.
literally.
Anyway,
It's like bringing up like Courtney Love.
you don't talk about
You don't
her
talk about Courtney Love
or the subductions
or fucking Cascadia.
or liquefaction.
I call her Cascadia Love. They'll kill you. They said that this quake, which is will happen like during the run of UhhYeahDude, so you figure it out, will generate a tsunami with at least 15-foot waves that will literally be the entire coast of like Oregon, Washington, and probably a little bit up into Canada, making its way all the way over to Japan, whichever way that must be that way, right? So, I mean, then like you said before, they'll know and be like, oh, fuck, we got a few days, but now we're fucked.
No. It's like,
it's that.
It's like 15 minutes or something. Like
Oh, to get to,
it's not that long. It's not
like
15 minutes, but it's like, it happens. It's not a
3
couple
hours.
of days.
Okay. I thought
don't
like
think.
a whole ocean.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You like pause the movie. We have like 45 minutes. So they just wanted to let you know, but you're right. You can't talk about that up there. They don't want to hear that.
Well, because there's not a whole lot they can do about it.
So it's best to just deny it and live in like.
Well, I think we do the same thing here, right?
Dude, or
us as a podcast.
Okay,
no,
yes.
I mean, I think the LA people like to pretend that we're not living on a crazy fault line.
Okay.
You know, they've recently found out, but they've recently been talking more about this fault line in the desert that's connected to the San Andreas, but they believe is capable more like the one up in the Cascadia, that it's because what they determined with the San Andreas is that it's only capable of generating like an 8 or 9.0 earthquake. Now, granted, Richter scale is exponential. So if you
you're basically talking crypto now.
I mean, 7, 8, 8, 9.
What's harder to
you and
explain?
I
The
are
Richter
like,
scale or
you
crypto?
could change your.
What could I understand or for Dogecoin or the Richter? What could you explain to me? I understand more?
Probably the Richter, man.
No, because like 5.2 and 5.3 seems like it's just a 0.1 more, but it's actually
so crazy.
It's impossible.
So
it's impossible.
But anyway, the subduction zone, I mean the Cascadian and the one down in the desert, I think they think it's like more capable of like a 10 or 11, which is like
That's good.
The Earth ends. I think at that point. But there was an earthquake in Landers and like that area that I didn't know about that took place in the 90s, where there were 6-foot land shifts. Meaning like you and I are sitting here and the earth actually opens up right here, and this part of the ground winds up 6 feet higher than where we were.
So we're just doing. I'm looking up. You were doing the show, but you're up there now. Does the computer? Everything still works though?
No, I don't. I mean, the thing about it is that area was so sparsely lived in at the time, and it was mostly single-story homesteader cabins. So one kid died that was actually from LA in this earthquake. Chimney, I believe, collapsed and fell on him and killed him. He was like 5 or 6 years old. But other than that, I think there were maybe no fatalities. But that area now is like filled with like Etsy hat wearing like, you know, like
awesome.
All these fucking like new age LA people are like,
Yeah.
if this shit goes down now,
Red Wing boots and
it's over.
fucking
It's lights out.
crocheted bikinis.
You know, watch that shit. 6-foot land rise is like,
I gotta see.
that's like Superman shit. You
I don't
know,
understand it. Doesn't mean anything. We were in New Orleans, the only earthquake in 25 years of any substance since I moved here, and you and I were fucking standing in New Orleans, Louisiana when it happened. So, you tell me.
how big was that one?
I don't know, but it knocked a frame
on your house in your place, right?
That had a glass frame on it. All the addresses.
Elevator? Is that what is that, an elevator thing?
That is all the little things where they spelled Romatelli wrong.
Got it.
On envelopes. My mom would cut it out. So it's all the funny different ways that was spelled. That had glass on it. And
you came home and it was on the ground.
On the floor. And I said, ooh, that would have probably, in my chonies, hearing that glass.
Going right through your foot as you
ran outside. As I ran out.
Yeah.
Fucking blow pops, grabbing knees. Everyone in my chonies. Like, oh! Not how you're supposed to do it, dog.
You don't have time to think.
Yeah,
though.
You don't have time to think. You were there.
Just got to do it.
You did it. 94 Northridge.
You'll get one.
Yeah.
You'll get one. I mean, you got one recently. It woke you up. Shook you up.
Yeah.
Right? That was here? Were you still at Hobart?
I don't remember that. Those, I mean,
they don't count.
They don't count. If
No,
I'm not looking 6 feet up at you, it don't count.
You're not looking. Yeah.
You're not in your chonies 6 feet above me with a mic in your hand.
Did it even happen?
Then it didn't. Did it even happen?
Motor vehicle drivers 21 years and older are allowed to legally text and drive in the states Missouri and Montana.
See?
I love that.
You know? I don't
That's
need no
America
mask.
shit.
Did you tell me?
That's American shit.
First of all,
you can drink, you can text, you can drive.
You don't fucking tell
and
me.
You can do all three at the same time.
Listen to me, motherfucker. You don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Nope.
You're not my maker.
You're not.
You didn't fuck. You're not my daddy.
You're not
my
daddy
God.
And you're not my maker. And
you're not my daddy,
God.
and you're not my God. So if I want to text and drive, and drink and drive,
I fucking.
If I want to cheat, text and drive and text and cheat and drink, you're not my God. I never
said
said that.
That I was your daddy.
That I was your maker, your daddy, your God, your Jesus. I just asked you put on a seatbelt, click it or ticket.
Yeah.
And just
put the phone on do not disturb.
Just get to the destination. Fuck you, man. This is
Jerry.
fucking America. You're not my God daddy.
Well,
all right.
In Missouri and Montana, I think I gotta respect that game.
Yeah.
No.
What happens when you get T-boned? Like on the way to Costco.
It's over 21 though. You got to be over 21. You don't get to do it as a teen.
Oh, you earn that
when
right.
Texting really matters a lot.
Yeah,
you haven't quite. It really by 21 you kind of eased into it. You can kind of take it or leave it. No. I mean, you deleted your history. You sent fucking. I mean, if we look at how often people, our loved ones in our lives, how much. Yeah.
That text chain.
Yeah.
How many gifts?
How many gifts have I sent you?
Dog. In our life together?
In the 15 years of UhhYeahDude, how many gifts have I sent you, Seth?
I mean, 1,000. You don't fucking tell me what the fuck to do. Where is it? Is it North? I was just reading some. Is it Christine? No, the governor. The governor of some fucking state that gets me fucking riled up. I think it's North Dakota. Like you can come here.
She's female?
Yeah. Don't change us.
Yeah,
I'm not.
She sucks.
You can come here. Don't fucking change us. All right. I don't know what that means. How can I? What I mean is we got a way of doing things here, city boy. You can come here. Don't you fucking change us.
Don't you dare.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to just make... I think it's North Dakota.
I think it's North Dakota.
These fucking places that I have to... South Dakota. South Dakota. It's even worse.
You dare.
You can come... Now, never mind. You can come to South Dakota. But you can go to North Dakota. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Change them all. But if you come down to these parts, south... Let me tell you something. You move to North Dakota, you shut the fuck up. But if you drive south over the border and you come into my state, don't you fucking change us.
Isn't
what does
she
that
a Q?
mean?
I think she might be a Q.
Yeah, I think 81% of South Dakota is Q. I think.
It's Q Dakota.
Q Dakota. Is there a Q Dakota? Because I know there's a North Dakota and a South Dakota. Is there a Q Dakota? We got a lot of work to do in this fucking place.
Well,
2 Dakotas.
Yeah.
Are you you arrogant fucking fucks.
Wait, is there other North and Souths in the States?
Yeah.
Where?
North Wyoming, South Wyoming.
No, but I'm just
North Montana, South Montana, Q Montana. Cutana. They call it.
Cutana.
Cutana.
Is there any other North and South? North Carolina, South Carolina.
Oh, you fucking motherfuckers.
Where else? Is that it?
Yeah.
Those are the only.
No. There's what is there? East Alabama, West Alabama.
No.
There's an East and West.
West Virginia? Oh, and then just
East
Virginia? No,
Virginia. Guys, what the fuck happened? I guess the longer it took to get out here by that, back in the early days, they were breaking it off, right? Because it all started over here.
Yeah, it's like Delaware's the size of this fucking
so just
this
like,
room.
get everybody something. And they were so fucking tired. By the time they got here, they were just like, we could make this 10 states. Fuck it. Fuck it. Keep it 1. But let's keep 2 Dakotas. I don't have it in front of me. I should have fucking printed out the population of like the amount of people in the certain there are more people in a certain, I can't remember, it is very, 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 very small space, more than like, or even when people like,
space.
DC shouldn't be among statehood. It's like, DC's bigger than like literally some states. Like, what the fuck?
And with more people. And then you got these other places that are just,
cattle.
thousands of miles of fucking grazing land and nothing. And they're like, what?
Cattle.
Why are you like?
Well, because we're East cattle.
We're East,
what?
East cattle state.
We're East cattle. You ever been to East cattle? Don't change us, you vegan cuck. You're East cattle. And if you even fucking change us, this East cattle, we believe in fucking Lord, our maker God.
You ain't my
We believe in
daddy.
fucking Adam and fucking Eve and our maker fucking God. If you talk about a fucking vaccine in this fucking whole fucking state, we'll fucking burn you. Kill you fucking dead witch. We have to fucking invade these states. That's it. You want to fuck with us? You want to fuck with us, Dakota?
We're gonna invade you.
I'm gonna invade you. I could call 40 people on the phone and we could go into the fucking Dakotas and own that shit by fucking 4th of July. Be a bloodbath. I'm not saying it ain't gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, I mean they're
but it's gonna be worth it.
all they've been doing out there is just shooting
Talking
guns.
shit. It's all they've been doing is talking shit. You know, we should finally. You want to fucking talk shit? Do you want to keep talking fucking shit? All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fuck you. We're gonna come own
We're gonna
you.
come invade
Get you.
But
Go.
July 4th,
Yeah,
we're
call
coming
all
to
your
get
fucking friends.
all 200 of them.
All East Alabama, all West Alabama. Call everybody. Call them.
I mean, it's so few people though.
Dog, we'd fucking decimate them. Are you kidding me? Like pew 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 pew. Fucking shit. Come here, but don't change us. I thought that was the whole fucking thing.
That was the
is
whole
that different
idea.
places, yeah. And like you come and then you
It
like
was the idea.
you bring in
I
your
mean,
flavor.
that was
and
what you got. That was the bill that you
the
were
bill that they told
Yeah,
me.
I mean that was the Bill of Rights we got sold. I mean, you watched Exterminate the Brutes. I mean, you know that shit ain't. It was easy to say that once we had fucking killed everybody.
Oh my god! Oh my god! There's a statue in Haverhill of this woman, Hannah Dustin. It's like a famous. I went to like Hannah Dustin Elementary School, and she was
Local politician type person.
No, this is like a It's pretty amazing. I think it might be. She might be the first woman in the country that had a statue. Like, there's a few. There's one in New Hampshire. She was from Haverhill, lived in Haverhill. This is like 1600 during like some fucking crazy ass war, and then she got kidnapped by Indians that had come down from Quebec, and there was like an Indian-American war, and she scalped 10 Indians to like get away, and it's like a famous, I went to Hannah Dustin Elementary School. So my dad, he's like, they're coming for Hannah. Because it's like a statue. And I guess last summer, somebody spray painted it like fucking colonizer. And I'm just like, oh, they're going to take her down.
Is the school's no longer named that, I would assume?
It said now it's like condos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Because it's just, I don't think it ended up being the first statue. They started it and then it got aborted. And then the island in New Hampshire where she was, or where they took her, that has the first statue. But it's a big, in the set, she's got a hatchet and You're like an Indian scalp, like like what the fuck? Like chill the fuck out.
It's so bad, man.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
I mean, the house her husband built is like still like intact. You like go
Don't
you
you
go on a
dare.
field trip.
Don't you dare change.
Yeah,
this.
you like go on a field trip and touch it. I mean, fucking violent statue. Like the hatchet's at Buttonwoods, like the museum, and like fucking hatchet, I'll fucking scalp you. You get that? This is like I don't know if this. So first I just thought, oh, it's such a cool thing.
Coming for Hannah.
They're coming for Hannah. But it's like there's no. I mean, it's like 10,000 stupid statues of 10,000 stupid dudes, and like, oh, that's dope. Like, you know, except like a little twisted.
Gotta
twisted.
Gotta get rid of this one too.
This one too. I was fighting for that one, but then I saw it. I mean, she's like mean mugging down at you, like. I mean, they have like there's like blood like in like pewter like coming off of the. It's so lifelike. She's just like mean mugging you, like you fuck with me. Chill. Coming for Hannah.
The air we breathe continues to be unhealthy for many Americans, according to a newer report released by the American Lung Association. In fact, more than 4 out of 10 Americans, 135 million people, live where the air is polluted, the report states. In addition, the report found that people of color were 61% more likely to live in a county with unhealthy air than white people. The association's 22nd annual State of the Air report also said climate change continues to make air pollution worse. This report shines a spotlight on the urgent need to curb climate change, clean up air pollution, and advance environmental justice, said American Lung Association President and CEO Harold Wimmer in a statement. The 2021 report covers data from the years 2017 to 2019, so any pollution decreases in the past year because of the nationwide COVID lockdown were not included. Those 3 years had the most recent quality assured data from the Environmental Protection Agency.
That's not good.
No.
So again, are we going to be okay? No. The advances that we made in 2020 where there was like...
Just by not moving?
It really, when they looked at it, it went back and it's only to the levels it was in 2006. So we did like amazing, but like...
that's pretty remarkable though, that even that...
I thought...
And then it's not in our... That's not a testament to us. That's a testament to the earth and like the way that it works.
But if you asked me, I would have been like, probably 1830.
No, I thought I was... I'm surprised actually.
Probably 1212?
Yeah.
1212?
1212.
Oh, only like while we were still doing the podcast. So like nothing.
No,
like nothing.
But...
Okay.
It's also nice to know that that was a real thing, though. That the perception of like, oh, the air's like cleared up.
But
and
think
it's like,
about
yeah,
that.
But nobody's driving.
For the entire global Earth completely stopped doing anything, and we rolled it back like
we
3
didn't stop
months.
doing anything.
Well,
like
there
the
were
world,
no flights, there were no
but
cars.
we were still buying a billion things that were being cranked out by fucking. The only thing we got rid of was like vehicular emissions and like that's
flights.
That's a vehicle, right?
Plane?
It's not a vehicle?
A vehicle.
It's a vehicle.
It's a vehicle. It's a mode of transportation.
But a vehicle isn't...
I thought a vehicle was just like a...
It has to be on the ground?
Yeah, an amphibian vehicle would be a crazy thing unless it was
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah, we got we have a jewelry fucking tool situation going on here.
A thing
used
for transporting people or goods, especially on land.
No,
but not exclusively.
Thank you. Especially, but yet not exclusively.
So I'm right.
So a carrier pigeon is a vehicle. Yeah, in ways.
Is an airplane a vehicle?
Flying vehicle.
Thank you.
Thank you. Drowning vehicle would be what we call a ship or a boat. Right? Come on, kids.
Get in the
drowning vehicle. Beep, beep.
Flying vehicle.
Flying vehicle.
So I'm just saying vehicular emissions is what we cut down on.
Okay.
Factories, Amazon still made $19 trillion. I mean, we still cranked out all the factory fucking still pumped out this shit. You know?
I literally would have thought. I was like, oh, 6. I would have gone like
that
pre-industrial revolution.
Makes me feel good.
Okay.
It's like when I found out there was only 1,000 people got killed in California last year.
Oh, is it 1,400 it was?
1,600.
1,600.
I mean, let's just say I started getting a little bit more rowdy on the roads after that.
Oh, thinking like...
I was just like, I'm just...
Fuck you!
Just flipping birds on everybody.
Fucking doyers! Fuck you, giants! Oh, Jesus Christ. Doc, you need to fucking chill. Kobe lives inside LeBron!
I mean... But yes, the entire world stopping for a year, and we only get to cut back 5 years.
Time of the podcast. I literally thought pre-industrial revolution. I'm like, we went back. Oh, we
like
were
wagon time.
Oh, I was like, this
wagon
is gonna
days.
be great. Oh, 2006, interesting. But it's something. But
and maybe we haven't tried it. Maybe that's exponential too. Maybe if we had done it for another year, it would be like actually it's 1906 now.
But
like maybe the scales.
We're gonna go so ham this summer. We're gonna make
it all.
People that have like I've never been on a plane. I want to go on one. Like
just drive me around up there.
Yeah, drive me around in that fucking vehicle.
In that air vehicle.
In that air vehicle. Well, it's not exclusively. Ask the pilot. You're doing really good driving this vehicle. It's not exclusively. Lock back. Be like, you know, we're on a sir. You know, this is an aeroplane.
Well, moreover, though, part of its life
lives on the ground.
It moves on the ground. It transports us
it does.
In the beginning and the end. It is on the ground.
It doesn't just push us out. It has to become a car.
It's a car for a good
and sometimes,
part of its life.
Like Sully, it becomes a drowning fucking
drowning vehicle.
Unless you got Sully at the helm, he won't let it.
Atlanta's airport. Speaking of air vehicles, non-terrestrial vehicles. Let's call them right. Not earthbound. Atlanta's airport is no longer the world's busiest airport. It's marking the first time in 22 years that ATL is not transported the most passengers. Instead,
that sucks.
Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport in China took that honor in 2020 with more than 43 million passengers, according to a preliminary report from Airports Council International. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International had 42,918,685 passengers in 2020. That's a decrease of more than 67 million from the previous year. While we have been proud of our title as busiest in the world, 2020 was an unprecedented year with unprecedented challenges impacting travel across the United States and the globe. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms said in a statement, 7 of the world's top 10 busiest airports in 2020 were in China, according to the report. Only Atlanta, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Denver made entries for the U.S.
That's such a bummer that we had that every year for so long.
We're coming back. We'll bounce back.
But damn, man, what an awesome streak.
It's a pretty good run.
Fuck.
Pretty good run.
COVID.
I ate at P.F. Chang's in
that airport. That was probably the best P.F. Chang's you've ever had.
It's pretty good.
It was probably delicious.
It's pretty good.
I'd love a list of the best P.F. Chang's.
That one's got to be up there.
It's probably the best P.F. Chang. Particularly good Szechuan beef. Where are you guys flying to?
If I remember correctly,
well,
the thing I like the
most
at
P.F. Chang's at the airport Atlanta.
Didn't have the thing on the menu because it's such a popular item. They couldn't make enough of it in the airport, and so they actually took it off of the airport.
And you couldn't get it at all? Was it on a secret? What?
Garlic noodles.
Garlic noodles are that good at the Chang's, huh?
It's basically like sweet garlic sauce and spaghetti.
Wow.
It's not something that it's not good for you. Let's put it that way.
I mean, it's
like a kid. It's like a kid meal, but it's like so good.
It's probably authentic, right?
I doubt that.
Authentic fucking Mandarin cuisine, I would imagine.
I mean, like I said, it's spaghetti,
right?
With sugar on it.
Where are you guys flying to? One of the Dakotas, East Dakota. I got my West Virginia 50 years John Denver's Country Roads Almost Heaven Special Edition.
I don't know what this is.
Remember I said they were trying to, John Denver's Country Roads for West Virginia, they were going to use that because it's the 50-year anniversary of the song. But then the song was going to be called Massachusetts, but it became West Virginia.
Yes.
And then I ordered, because I was like, I want to get this fucking.
What?
It's this incredible, Almost Heaven, special edition, West Virginia tourism, beautiful booklet. Dog. I don't know anything about fucking West Virginia, but if you go through this, you will be like there like next week.
It's very pretty.
Oh, dog. Dog. Look at these two. With a dog.
With a dog.
Out in the woods.
Why did
Look
you
at
order
that-
this?
look at
Because you
that
like
fucking-
John Denver so much?
No, I don't like that fool. I just wanted to find out what's going on with this tourism booklet. It's beautiful, right?
It's probably cost a
Is that
good amount of
sunset?
money to make this book.
Probably cost so much money, but for me it was free. They sent it right to my house.
Does it make you want to go there?
Dog, look at that river rafting. I don't know who did this, but literally every fucking page is like,
Mouthwater.
look at that cornbread. Dude,
Do these exist for other places?
I'm sure every state makes one.
Wait, why did he change the name though from Massachusetts to West Virginia? What was that for?
I don't
What
know if it
the
was
motto?
one of the producers of the song. Massachusetts.
It's not, doesn't
Way
ring.
better.
Well, way better.
Yeah. Salem witch trials.
Playing trombone.
Eating popcorn. Playing trombone. Hannah Dustin.
But he just made because he wasn't from fucking West Virginia. He's from like
He
fucking
did Rocky
he's from
Mountain
the
Oysters.
Valley.
His other song, yeah, it's from Burbank.
I saw him play at the Hollywood Bowl
I'm sorry.
with the
How was
L.A.
it?
Philharmonic.
Wow.
It was John Denver and strings, and it was it was terrible.
Unremarkable.
It was fucking wicked
Fine.
bad.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's the 50 years. That's 1971. We've got an Apple TV Plus 8-part docuseries on Friday, May 21st.
On
1971.
or
The year that music changed everything. So it's about.
when is this?
This is on Friday, May 21st. 8-part series just about
The year.
American music. I don't know, just American music. Music
In 71.
in 1971. Ooh, right?
Yeah. Who made that? Who
I don't know
that?
who made that. I got a book. Another books
So stupid.
make me so mad because you're reading them and then you stop for a fucking minute, put it down, and you start another book and you read it for a bit and you stop for a fucking minute, then you buy a book because it's right there. I just got one like Rock Me on the Water. I think it's Los Angeles 1974, but it's about like music, movies. It's just like 1974 was a watershed year for American culture, and it all like came from Hollywood. But it's hard because you start reading that book, but you're still reading this book.
Where do you get these books?
I got that
Online?
That's the thing. That's that you see it, you're like, oh, I want to read that, and then like, oh, you can just buy that and I can have that right now.
It'll be here like instantaneous.
Yeah,
it's like on your iPad.
It'll be here like
Like I'll start reading
as
it now.
as my head is going back down.
It'll be there.
It'll be there, and I can read a chapter, and then put it down,
and then buy it.
and then 2
another
weeks later, and then these fucking books, man.
one. Not cheap.
It actually was. It was like $12. I don't know why.
That's
Usually,
not cheap for a thing that's not real. For a digital thing.
oh, I see what you mean. But to me, it's a book that when I finish it, will easily be worth $12. Does that make sense?
To your mind?
Yeah, to my soul, to my
Fine. But
intellect, to my.
sure.
It would be way better to.
But what about the fact that you can't give it to somebody?
Yeah, or to hold it.
Well,
would be cool.
holding it
Have
would be awesome, but what about the fact that you spent $12 on it, and once you've digested that, yes, it's worth $12 to you,
Yeah.
but now it's stuck in this place that you
Yeah.
can't
like movies.
share
like
that.
When I watch a movie for $12, and I was like, I wish I could just, instead of ingesting this, I wish I could give it to Jonathan's brain.
If I could barf
That's how movies work, right? Let me put my forehead to your forehead.
I'm
and
saying,
squeeze.
but that's
Yeah, but it's the idea of just like
getting.
I'm watching a little piece about this on TV.
But also, how?
And now-
but if that book if you bought that book in real form, it would be the same price.
It would. I thought they were
It would be more.
I think they're brand. It depends.
Like a coffee table book?
No. Like by the I guess brand new book.
What, $24 or some shit?
Maybe.
Fuck me, dude.
Fuck meme.
Fuck memes, man.
It's stupid, man.
Memes are dumb, bro.
So yeah. So
but
that's
yes.
But how do I watch 8 parts in 71 when I'm trying to read 74? That's the fucking problem.
You stop and just do 71 and then move into 74.
And then move into 74.
Or if
what about when there's like a fucking you're into that and then there's a book called Chaos of this dude he was kind of I think he was writing a magazine article about Manson and the trial and then it ended up he went crazy for 20 years because he realized everything that we know about that it's actually the CIA and and it's supposed to be when it came out around the time of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because when I was at Dearly Departed with Scott, that was our heyday for me and Scott when we were like, movie was coming out the summer. It was the fucking 50th anniversary of Manson. That's when we really broed out. So I was over at the museum every day, hanging. Actually, I was there like often, because Samantha, one of her best friend's mom, was in the Helter Skelter like TV movie and like with a shaved head, 8x10s, and I was like with her like, hey, I'm her manager. It's cool. Yeah, it's all good. You want an 8x10 glossy? Patricia Krenwinkel, don't worry about it. I don't even know it.
Chaos.
Yeah. So that at that time he was just like, you like have to read this. That was last time we were in the movie theater. And it's like, and then somebody called. The voicemail was like, how you were talking about how you love docuseries because it's something you kind of know about, and then it goes like off the rails in 9 different directions. He's like, I'm just reading this book. I'm sure you heard about it, and this book, I'm just like, I'm like ready to press the button to like fake buy that and being like, you gotta finish.
Well, maybe you don't, in those types of books, maybe you don't need to finish. You just need to use them as the references that they are and kind of always...
By finishing.
You have to finish them.
By reading.
But yeah, I mean, I guess books are made to be finished.
Yeah, usually when the people like they spend several years and they write them, they love when you get to the end. They hate when you see them and say, your book's 9 chapters? And I loved the first 4, and I stopped. Sorry.
They don't like that? You think they hate it?
I think that they
don't hate it.
Hate it.
They don't care.
Hate you. Well, you bought it. I guess that's all they care about.
Well, no, that's not all they care about. But I mean, you got something out of it. You
got 4 chapters out of 9.
4 out of 9.
And you loved it. Not enough to get to 5.
Well, other things happened.
Other things happened.
Other books
got bought, not bought.
My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. We are a listener-supported, commercial-free podcast. If you would consider pledging to our show, it would mean an awful lot to us. You can do that on our Patreon page, Patreon. Other ways you can support the show, go to our website, UhhYeahDude.com. Buy a t-shirt or something like that, or buy a ticket to a live show, of which there will be 3 currently scheduled in our coming months. August 7th in Los Angeles at the Lodge Room,
Highland Park.
That's my birthday. We have
your actual birthday.
That'll be my actual birthday.
Isn't that crazy?
September 18th, which is Seth's birthday weekend, and that's in Detroit at the Majestic Theater.
Seth's birthday weekend. Okay. Yeah.
Majestic. Detroit, September 18th.
Detroit,
and then
Michigan.
Milwaukee at
the back room at Collectivo.
And what is the October 30th? That's a Saturday?
Saturday, October 30th.
That is our Halloween spooktacular.
It's our Tim Burton birthday show.
That's going to be spooky.
I mean,
prepare to be spooked. And that's those 3 shows. There should be ticket links up on our website for those. 888-842-2357 is a toll-free voicemail. I have a Twitch channel, Jonathan Larroquette. I broadcast on that 2 or 3 days a week. Please come and check me out there, playing music and talking shit and doing music studio stuff. But most
So
importantly, tell a friend and come back.
You've been on that maskless, so you've had some foray into performing without the mask, talking, listening, reading, entertaining.
People have seen it because I've been sitting there alone. But I mean, it certainly doesn't register as the same thing as being across from you, because I'm just alone in my room. You know what I mean? So it's like, maybe for them it's different, but you
should have a show called Alone in My Room.
Alone in My Room with Jonathan and Seth.
Co-alone in my room.
Come back though for 860. And it's very nice to be here and see you again this way.
Yeah, it's awesome. It feels like, I feel like when we started shows here in January that was like super exciting.
Yes.
I feel like this is even, I feel like this is even
like,
more, I feel like it's a different, like another jump off.
I do feel like
it really feels like this is how it should be.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, that's what,
because no matter where we did it with the masks, it was artifice.
and
I can't have that.
You know that.
I can't have that.
Not between us.
No. Like, but it is weird to sit across from somebody and for 70 times do something and you can't see, and it's all about talking and you don't see the words come out of their mouth. That is a little stupid.
Well, especially after doing it
for 14 fucking whatever.
It's weird.
So many years, and actually seeing.
I mean, inconvenience and obnoxiousness aside, I think it was it was weird. I remember watching the first couple of them and really not like,
does that look stupid?
I was like, I really don't like this. But I mean, we didn't have a
we thank you for bearing with us watching that and listening to that. The idea was that we do it together, and the only way to do that was to follow safety protocols. And so that just out of necessity.
Yeah.
So that's how we.
Okay in there. So then,
Mizu. So that's how we did it. But now we're kidding me? We're back at it.
Yeah.
Stay out of my state. I don't tell you what you come here and tell us how to be. I'm not. I got a job here. My wife got a job here.
They're making us be
here. I have to be. I'm excited. I looked up all the things to do.
Learning about all these things.
I'm learning about all these things. You know what I want to do? I want to be welcomed as an American in my country to your state, which I'm very excited to be in. Why you gotta fucking harsh my mellow and be so aggro at me? Why is that? I haven't even gotten here, and the first thing out of your fucking mouth is, if you come here, don't change us. That's like incredibly hostile and fucking aggressive. You're supposed to be like, you want to move to our state? I'm the governor of the state. We would love to have you here. Our state has so many beautiful things. If you fucking come here, motherfucker, do not fucking think about fucking changing. You have it so ass fucking backwards of how we do it here, of what it is to be here. You are so stupid. You have it. You fucking stupid. You have it so absolutely reverse of what it is supposed to be. So for you to think that that's the way it is and that you're good, you're stupid and wrong.
And then people love it.
And then they love it. Yeah, tell him, Christy. Tell Seth, Christy. Christy, tell Seth. Tell Seth to go, if you come here, don't think about bringing any tofu, you little fucking simp. Tell him, Christy, tell him. My maker didn't make tofu. I think he did.
Pretty sure
he did. I think if he
made the things that make it.
If it's the thing that you think he did, it's everything. Which is crazy, but let's say it is.
Then it definitely.
Then it's here.
He definitely made it.
It's not meth. It's real. It's right. I think.
No,
I don't even like
meth. I mean, it takes a lot to
genetically make it. So, but it doesn't take any
like,
solvents. It doesn't take any like.
I think it does take a solvent. Doesn't
it does take solvents. But tempeh, does tempeh take solvents?
I think so.
All I'm saying is your whole concept of what you fucking stand on is like not what it is.
No, it's the opposite of what it is.
It's the opposite.
But you are doing that.
How do they get away with that?
I don't know. That part I don't really know.
You're supposed,
it's just
you're supposed
it's just fear or laziness or a combination of the two.
You fucking
It's like I don't want to be challenged. I don't want to have to change, and I don't want to have to do anything I don't want to do.
You bring that Tesla into this fucking state, you better put fucking gas in that fucking thing.
Come back.
You drive a fucking pickup truck. If you don't drive a fucking pickup truck, you don't change us. I have a small, it's a Honda Civic hatchback. That ain't allowed here, boy, because that ain't got enough of a gas guzzler for this place.
Come back for
Absolute
860.
Opposite of what we have to do. What's that? Where's that from? A pupusa? You don't bring that. No. Like, idea is that we've come here and with pupusas, because it's like I don't even know what that is, but like it's like this is what we eat, and like you might dig it. You have no fucking idea. You bring that pupusa around here, I'll send you back to a pupusa town. Don't change us. This is the governor of the fucking state.
Yeah.
Not, please. We would love to have you. Bring your cloud kitchen here. Bring your remote business here. Please use our services. Enjoy our parks.
Well,
Please
more we're
come
talking
here.
about a female governor, so it's like, well, if you didn't change things, I mean, you wouldn't be governor
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? That's how you want to play it.
Like, let's
Is that how you want to play it? Yeah, let's roll it back to when it was great. Let's make it great again.
What do you say?
You're out,
Christy.
You're out.
Whatever. Fuck them.
Call your husband, because you're out. That's how you wanted it. It is like, it's just, don't change us. Just say, please, come here. Like, we'd love to have you. Isn't that when you open your doors to people? Please come in. I'll get the dishes. You sit down.
Come to South Dakota.
Come to South Dakota. We do the dishes for you. You sit down.
Dakota.
You sit. You're a guest.
We do your dishes.
We do your dishes. You're a guest. Let me get that. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for going on Patreon and donating to us so we can continue doing this. It's crazy, and thank you. We understand these fucking streamers ain't cheap, and so thank you. Anyone that's called or told a friend, or it's so greatly appreciated. Please keep doing that so we can keep doing UhhYeahDude. It's the little podcast that could.
It's the little podcast that couldn't. That could.
February 2006, May 2021.
Is your father selling pins on Facebook?
My dad's doing a lot of shit on Facebook Marketplace because I'm getting a lot of phone calls about it. No, I mean, a lot of people calling the voicemail being like, hey, I think your old man is like getting crazy on Facebook Marketplace. Dog.
I think there was a Trump one, but from like way back in the day, and he like prefaced it with like, brace yourself, like, I'm not selling this because it's like I like Trump. I'm selling it because like I want this out of my life. Yeah. But the way it kind of reads, you're like, oh, like what's
Oh no, it's not possible, because I talked to my brother. If you go on this guy's Facebook page, I mean, he's like, I'm surprised the FBI hasn't shown up there to be like, you're going to murder. Yeah, no, I'm literally surprised he's not been locked up.
Brace yourself is like. Brace yourself to puke because I'm getting rid of this like old Donald Trump pin from like the 1980s or something. You know?
I mean, I had a friend of mine from fucking high school called, was like, so crazy, I met up with your old man and bought like a collection of like dogs taking piss ashtrays. Like,
cleaning house. What else are you gonna do?
Hey baby, spring clean and Vax, he's ready to go.
Go.
What's the fucking
get rid of this?
Come on.
What's important?
What's important?
Does it spark joy? Get it out of here.
My son's podcast sparks joy, and these are things that, I mean, but literally, like, people, hey, man, Joe Rogan, I think your dad is like, yes. There's so much shit for sale. Get it while it's fucking hot.
Get it while make a deal.
What were those crazy things we got? What were those called? Those are the good thing. He gave Samantha those beautiful fucking Japanese wooden, like, what are those called?
What are they called?
They're amazing.
Because she was already into them, right?
Yeah,
and then he found out about it, and he was like,
you
"Oh,
like
hold
these?
on a second.
Oh, I got a whole family.
They're like nesting dolls, right? Aren't they like?
No, they're not. They're just
not that they are, but they would be like maybe a cultural equivalent.
These wood. What would that be? What the fuck do I? I'm gonna yell out to her and ask her what they're fucking called. Japanese wood figurines? Is that a thing? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Ask her.
Babe, what are those Japanese wood carvings my dad sent?
Fuck. All right. Well, that didn't work.
Well, I
out
can't.
as well.
I can't. I have to find it because people waiting like
2
driving.
weeks. 2 weeks to write me.
Net. I can't read anything. Netsuki, is that? I can't.
Yeah, Netsuki's, a miniature sculpture. Initially simply carved, they're compact, three-dimensional. I mean, this one that is an example is so cool. Simply carved button fastener on the cords of an inro box. Later developed into ornately sculpted objects of craftsmanship.
I mean, that's what those are, right? Those.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want?
They're so dope. Come back.
Like vintage hairpins? Do you like turn of the century New England vintage hairpins?
It's funny you should ask.
I have a friend on Facebook Marketplace.
He's my father.
I mean,
I have a friend on Facebook Marketplace. He's called my dad. He has them.
is this? Wait a minute. Is this it?
Is that not it?
No, that's not it. That looks like a porcelain figurine.
No, they're wooden. Those.
No, none of.
This isn't right.
No, I don't think so. Oh fuck.
Keep going then.
You want to just pause that?
No. I want you to find it.
Fuck. Japanese wood dolls is no, dolls is a bad. Describe. Kokeshi. Yeah, that's. Kokeshi are simple wooden Japanese dolls with no arms or legs that have been crafted for more than 150 years as a toy for children.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got some fucking... I got a family of Kokesh up in the mix.
There we go.
All right. Thank you for bearing with us. I want the proper information.
But yeah, needless to say...
What do you want?
Joe had some.
Yeah.
Found out that Samantha was into them and was like, oh, hold up. And like, let me get them to you.
Wait a minute.
Right, because these ones, they also became like very popular in like the tattoo world because of like the,
I mean those ones we have
Daruma, like these ones, like the that are like deities and shit like that too,
like Yakuza shit. Like what is that? That must have some through line to that.
Yeah, I'm
right?
sure. Anyway, sorry.
How about
we digress.
How about presidential and first lady salt and pepper shakers?
Anyone?
For the last 2 years. Can I interest you in a set? Oh man.
All right.
Yes.
Come back for
Thank you.
860.
Thank you. Be
Seatbelts.
safe. Seatbelts.
Bye.